Alright, so I'm making a video about being yourself, and I'm using a good example. I want to use, for this one, Danielle Bregoli, because she gets a lot of hate from a lot of people, but to be honest, I feel like why she gets a lot of love is because she is herself. Like, she's a fucking self. Like, she's just like, you can tell that she's authentic, you know? You don't have to agree or disagree with like what she does, what she says, but like the way when she talks, like she's not hesitating. You can tell it comes from her. And yeah, I'm not saying she's all the way complete, unique, um how do you say, expression, just because I feel like a little bit is still like culture. She adapts to culture too, but in that she's very authentic. She has good expression, and when I see her talk, I just saw, I think I saw where she talks about some YouTubers. Um, she's just very herself. She looks at the screen. She sees what she thinks, and she says what she thinks. And that's more than other people who you see there's something rolling in their back, in the back of their head, and they're like, oh, what can I say funny now? What can I say that other people like now? And you got to give that to this girl because she is 17, 16 years old. And I'm just imagining, because she's roasting everyone, I'm just imagining like her like looking at this video and, and like just going off on me, which she has a right to. Everybody has a right to have an opinion about someone, to express that, in a way. Hopefully that's like, it shouldn't be hurtful in a way, because we don't want like bullying and all that stuff. But overall, when I see her like talking in videos where she's very authentic, which is rare at her age, so you got to give that to her. Plus, there's so many people who could have become famous. There's so many 17-year-olds with a loud mouth, and in a way, she got famous. She got people say her 15 minutes, but then she showed that she has substance. She's a good rapper. You can't say she's not a good rapper. You hoped she wasn't a good rapper, but based on her flow, her music, her swag, you cannot say that she's not a good rapper. Now, some things, she probably would say that about herself too, when she goes off sometimes in her blogs on like some YouTubers, and like some things are offensive, hurtful, and I feel like she is smart enough to and self-reflective enough to know, hey, um, maybe I'm not perfect all the way, because I know she has this thing where she's like, yeah, I'm the best, blah blah blah, but I know you can tell like when she's talking, she still has some substance to her. Now, I'm not trying to make her now this amazing person. I think she's an amazing person. Everybody's an amazing person, okay? Point blank. Everybody's an amazing person. Everybody has an amazing soul. It just depends on how to express your soul. Now, I'm just saying why she has so much power, because she has a lot of authenticity. So she's an example of authenticity. That's just basically point blank example what I want to get. Now, it's a very it's probably an example where a lot of people go like, really, really, you're using Danielle Bregoli as an example for authenticity. Yeah, because she's really, it seems like she's saying what she's thinking. Now, if it's a good or bad thing, I'm not saying that, but it has some power because it's authentic. Yeah, tonight, I'm not, to be honest, I'm just, it's 3 in the morning. I was thinking of making some videos about some subjects. I said I would do one video a day. I'm gonna do one video a day, and what I wanted to talk about is like people who be their self and uniqueness, where you don't have to ride along a generation's wave of like culture and like be your own uniqueness, because that's the trendsetters. The trendsetters are not the companies like Armani and Dolce Gabbana and Gucci most of the time, because they just write the trend that someone, an individual, was like, from their soul expression, they were like, I think this looks so cool with that, and I'm gonna wear it. I don't care what people think. And there were a lot of people who said, "Oh, look what he's wearing. Nobody wore that before. That's how can you not be like the other hip people we are right now?" And then more and more people were like, "Oh my God, this expression was that's so cool," and they do it more and more and wear it more and more, and that's how trends started. So, just be wear what you love, and it doesn't matter what other people think. And I know that's what a lot of people say, but to really do it, to really have that conscience and do it, and to express your soul self, that's something that I strive for. That's something that being unique, like expressing your unique light, is the most powerful thing. And I believe the universe will give you an easier access to all what you want if you find the things in life that you really passionate about, and that's not just a passion built by society that tells you, oh, it'd be cool for you to be a famous singer or famous this or famous that. It's cool to be famous, super cool, and you probably will be if you follow your real passion and easier. Yeah, because a lot of things by society is like what is called in reality transurfing, pendulums are created by people who have the same thought forms, and there's a lot of pendulums by the media and like made that, you know, this is now it's cool to be Instagram model, it's cool to be this, cool to be that, and you want to strive for that, you want to be that. And there's a lot of pendulums by media, and also about like all kind of wars and everything that people just follow, and it becomes this self-energized machine, and people just jump on it. They jump on these wagons and they fight each other on different pendulums. They're like, oh, you're a racist, no, you're a racist, and this and that and blah blah blah. And but and they give those things importance. So you give those things importance. Yeah, my culture and hip hop is this and hip hop is that, and rock and roll is this and rock and roll is that, and they give it all labels and get all hyped up about definitions. And we as human beings are way too good for these definitions. We as human beings are way too creative for these definitions. Don't go back to history and see what other people like did. Be yourself. Do what you want. Express your creative self. Now, I hope that was understandable. Yeah, just so much want to express for everyone to be themselves and express their unique self. And I'm striving for that every day, and I'm actually passionate about making this my so to say ambition now. I'm striving for it. I want to strive for it every day now, and I want to see what comes from it, because I feel like in my heart, in my soul, I feel like that's what makes us powerful. If we like so unique that we not give power to these pendulums. And like also, if you give power, if you make things so important, give things less importance. If you give things less importance, you will find your passion faster. That's what is written in Reality Transurfing 2. If you give things less importance, those pendulums less importance, the media, just cut your TV off. Like, fuck CNN. It's like such bullshit. I hope people know that they just care for quotes and they don't care for the truth. They care for, and that the world is way better than they make it to be. They're liars, such liars. And please, like, turn it off. CNN is all these news, Fox, it doesn't matter. They just liars, and they feed into people's fears, but the world is way better than they represent them, because people are focused on like fear faster than they are on love. And because if you get scared, you like tune in. So don't let yourself get sucked in by that. Give it no importance, less importance, ignore it, cut it off, and be yourself, be authentic, um, express yourself, and I just wanted to give this girl also a little bit of props because everybody's like saying she's so, like, everybody's like going off on like a lot of people on social media who are like young and growing up, and they're giving them a lot of like prompts. And but I feel like we also have to see the good things, you know, like the good examples of them. And I feel like she's an example of like expressing herself, you know. So yeah, so uniquely find your own niche, and because that has the most power, and only you can know. Don't trust all these books. These books can only give you ideas of how to express yourself. Even ideas that I give you, any ideas are not guidelines for you to live. It's only ideas for you to find yourself. Right. Yeah. My lights went off. And that's just time for me to stop too now. I know this is only this is like my, I don't know, ninth, 10th video, and I don't have the highest expectations. Also, I'll get me some better camera gear and all that, but I hope some of these ideas are actually getting out there and helping some people, you know? Because I feel like I'm speaking authentically from my heart, and even though I have an accent, I feel like my truth and my authenticity is transferred. So yeah.